Hello viewers, welcome to Ajay's Botany. We will discuss about the topic that is ecological adaptation of xerophyte. Xerophytes are the plant which are growing in dry habitat or those who are adapted to grow in dry area or dry habitat are called as xerophytes. And the morphological adaptations of xerophytes are like roots. Here the root system is well developed and it is deeply penetrated into the soil, and some have profusely branched structures. Root hairs are also present at the growing tips of rootlets. Root caps are also present at the tip of main root. Stems are very hard and woody and remain covered by a thick bark, and some plants have waxy coating on the stem or silica coating over the stem. And in some succulent xerophytes like Opuntia, which grow in dry area, stem becomes fleshy to store water. So here the stem becomes fleshy and it store water. Some cases stems become cylindrical and some hairy structures are present which prevent water loss, that is transpiration, for example like aspergillus. So next is leaf. In plants like aspergillus, casuarina, the Vodia name is jhau. Leaves are modified into scales, and some leaves are modified into needles, some are modified into spines. So these are the modified portion of leaf. In some of the xerophytes, the leaves become needles, for example like pinus. Here the leaves portions are modified into needle-shaped structures. In succulent xerophytes like calm plant, which are called as C4 plants, for example like sugarcane, here the leaves become soft and spongy to store water, and these plants grow in tropical area. The plants like Opuntia, leaves are modified into spines, and which checks the transpiration. As spines are present in the Opuntia or cactus plants, so these spines are the modified portion, and it checks transpiration and it checks the water loss. In some plants like leaves become covered with dense hairs like Calotropis. Coming to the next topic, that is anatomical adaptation and the internal structure of xerophytes. Here the root and root caps are well developed and root becomes fleshy to store water. Sometimes the root contain rigid and thick covering, and in some succulent xerophytes stem contain water storage region where water is stored, and in non-succulent xerophytes stems remain covered by a cuticle, and cuticle is a part where cutin is present, and it is a waxy like or oily like structure which checks transpiration or which prevents transpiration. That means it prevents water loss. And vascular bundles are well developed. Barks are also well developed in xerophytes. Collenchyma and sclerenchyma are also developed in xerophytic plant. Next is leaf. The outer cells of leaves in succulent xerophytes function as water storing organ, and in non-succulent xerophytes like Nerium, Pinus, here leaves are well developed. Cuticle and several layer epidermis are also present. And the stomata are sunken. It is not in turgid condition, it is in flaccid condition. So the vascular tissues and mechanical tissues are well developed in xerophytic plant. And the physiological adaptation like the protoplasm is the part except cell wall of xerophytes are more concentrated and very viscous, and so osmotic pressure of cell sap is very high. And stomata, and the most important point is stomata open at night time but closed during daytime. So stomata movement occurs during night time, and the reproduction occurs through seed formation. Here the seeds are formed, and the enzymes like peroxidase, catalase are more common in xerophytes. So this is all about the xerophytic ecological adaptation of xerophytes. And zamophytes are like a P, here the P is silent. SAMMOPHYTES. Zamophytes are the plants growing on sandy habitats. So these are also xerophytes. So this is all about the xerophytic ecological adaptation. I hope you like this video. Thank you.